Howdy, this is Sailor the Piper Man, Piper the Sailor Man, come to you early in the morning. It's actually 4:57 in the morning, and about to have my first bowl. Yesterday in making Greg Tunnel takes video, I had smoked my Savinelli churchwarden, and I was just having a great smoke. And while doing the video, for some reason it smoked so different, and I think it's just finally broken in. I haven't even had over 50 smokes on this. I've had maybe 25, 30 smokes, and now it was such an excellent smoke that I decided that a little coke. I shouldn't be having this in the morning, but I need something cold, refreshing. So I decided to put some of my favorite music, which are hymns, church songs. Not to be religious or anything, but if you ever sat down and heard hymns, really studied the melodic harmonics of hymns and the instrumentation, for music's sake, it's wonderful music. Like if you didn't know it was religious music and you heard it, very, very beautiful. And I've always appreciated hymns because when I was a kid, my aunt, who was Presbyterian, I mean truly Presbyterian, like Scottish, Puritan Presbyterian. As a little boy, she would pick me up from my mom's house, or I decided for the occasion to smoke Presbyterian, listening to Presbyterian music with a church warden. You get my drift? There's a rationale to my madness sometimes. And I don't really consider myself a presenter. This is more just Brother Miguel here, just speaking my mind, my thoughts. That's why I have random thoughts. Share it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have thought a lot of the same way I have thought about government, foreign policy, values, morals, ethics, philosophy. Not that we agree on everything, but I mean you've all spoke. You guys love your own books. We have maybe different choices of music, and based on our experiences and what we've gone through in life. But one thing we have in common is a great pipe and good tobacco. This is one of my favorite songs. As a little kid, I used to watch this cartoon called David and Goliath. Had great impact on me. In the meantime, I'm about to light this up. I believe this is a mighty fortress is our God. Presbyterians. It was made by Charles Preston of London. This is an original blend. It says original blend of latter kid from Cyprus and Virginia. It says U.S. grown, Virginia. Achieved to a mild to medium strength mixture, making it the perfect introduction of English blends pipes. English blend for pipes. Really nice. Another thing is, I like church architecture. I've been across the United States and been into some small churches, home churches, and notice that back in the days, if you go to these really old towns up in the New England area, the center was always in the center of the square, right? And I think most towns had a Fifth Avenue and a Broadway Street. The churches had steeples back then. Sometimes with the cross, and you can sit on the wooden. I prefer the wooden benches. I guess they call the pews. Some of them, as the Lutheran churches had, for your knees, so you could kneel. Some churches had the common book, common prayer, hymns, and I used to go visit many churches and sit there in the quiet and the solitude. And I remember it was called the First Spanish Presbyterian Church in New York. They had some pipe organs from the 15th century. And when it was about to close, some church in Germany bought it back. I got to hear the sound. Amazing. Just to sit there and hear the ancient organ, to hear what they were hearing 500 years ago. You know, this year I'm gonna make it a good Christmas for my mother. She's 86. My stepfather's 93. I'm putting a little money aside just to have a traditional Christmas with her, you know. I don't know how long she's gonna be around. She'll be around another 10 years. But this year, I'm going traditional. And see if I can get a Christmas tree. They do arrive here in Puerto Rico. Get it? Put up the bulbs. Make some eggnog. And take this churchwarden, and hopefully some company put some tobacco blend out for Christmas. Remember McClellan used to always do that. And just spend time looking at my mom and just letting her talk. Just to hear voice. Just to remember her voice. When I understood oftentimes you have to, wisdom comes timely and untimely. And she called me up, and I was so frustrated that people are getting bent out of shape. There's a nuclear sub that's missing, Russian that's missing, and Putin is threatening to drop the bomb. And that's all, I think, manufactured manipulation. But people that I know that have been around a long time, that are Christians, fearing what the media says. Nothing happens without Christ allowing. That's my view. And there's a portion of scripture that says, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a power and a sound mind. And when I read the Bible, just to have a large collection, and I open it up and I read the Psalms, or I might read something that Jesus in Nazareth said, I feel good. I feel good when I hear Jesus say, love one another. Love God with all your heart, with all your mind. And love one another like He loved us. That was it, man. Love, keep your dignity, respect others, but don't let anybody tread on your rights. You know what it says, if you don't speak out, the rocks will cry out. Right? What Jesus said that. This English again is so nice. Let's see, who's this? Who brings it into the country? McBaron. Wow. No, imported by Laudile Distribution Group, but McBaron. It's a McBaron blend now. I saw a picture of where Queen Elizabeth's body lay to rest. Westminster Abbey. I think this is the picture. That place is so huge, so historic, it's like a museum. Yep, it's broken in. I'm getting a really nice smoke. It's really smooth. One thing about churchwarden is it's really cool smoke. Gives me cool smoke. I think I'll buy another churchwarden. I'm looking at a Peterson. I really like the churchwarden. Let's see, Peterson makes one. I think Dunhill makes one. Just right. I can just hold it in my hand and just gives me cool smoke. I I don't like it too cool because then you get a gurgling sound, you know? You know, this music you could just put on, have it low, have a good smoke. What are you guys gonna do for Thanksgiving? We celebrate Thanksgiving. I got to have my turkey, cranberry, mashed potatoes, bread stuffing, cornbread, a little butter on it. Yeah, I think I'll have a traditional Thanksgiving too. One thing I like about church is you can always find someone that you can relate to. Oftentimes, you know, it's a community, and if you carry yourself with respect and you treat others with respect, you know, I've always been one to make friends with people because I accept them where they're at. As long as they're respectful, I respect them. I don't care. Human. We're all humans. We all have rights to live. We have rights to believe. It's really good. What do you need nice little piece of wood? Well, I didn't know it was thrown on the side there. Somebody picked it up and said, let me make a pipe out of it and added a stem. Who cares? It works, it functions. It's harder and harder to find companies that make pipes with vulcanite stems. I really don't like acrylic. I don't like the fancy stuff. I guess I'm a traditionalist. Well, my friends used to say to the piper man, enjoying some music. Well, that's it, my friends. Say to the piper man, piper they say to me, have a wonderful day. I jumped in the shower, took a great shower, came out, and decided, hey, let me come on to tell you, whatever you can't do today, you can do tomorrow. Say to the piper man, signing off. Enjoy yourselves.